Chào mừng anh chị đã quay trở lại với chương trình Bean Talks, nơi chúng tôi chia sẻ hai mặt hàng chính, mặt hàng cà phê và mặt hàng Robusta. Welcome to the podcast, Mr. Daniel.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Hello.
so this is the middle of the month, and it's the second time we meet in this month. And the last 2 weeks, when we discussed about both soybean and coffee bean, the market still haven't changed the trend, but it seems like a big different from this week. And Mr. Daniel, he already shared to the Robusta chart, right, on the screen. And although we still follow the Dow trend since last year, October last year, but from the last 2 weeks, it is something like a bullish trend in the last 2 weeks. So you think it will break the long trend, or it's just a flag, as always we talk about when we see some correction in the Dow trend?
Yeah, so you think it's very confusing market in my opinion, because there is a down channel which has been very long, as you said, which started more or less last year or the beginning of this year. So we have a long channel, a negative channel, and then we got this channel here. You can see the blue one. And then we got to be, I thought we were a bit in a trading range. You see here?
Yes.
There was a trading range, but it was not too long. So I don't think it's a real trading range at the end. So I would just delete this one. And you can see now more or less a new channel which is appearing here, right? But in the meantime, I would say that we could draw a bit the channel different. Let me show you what we could see now. So if I delete this, if I delete this channel here, let me delete this one, and let me replace it by this one. See here?
Yes.
See? Okay.
Yes.
So, but now, sometimes I can find the channel by taking the opposite one. So if you go rather here, see here, so you go here and let's say maybe start here. Then he can sometimes give you an insight about where is the channel now. So then I copy this one and I pass it down and I check if it works.
Yes.
You see now it doesn't work. You can see it doesn't work now. So you see it doesn't work. So now let me adjust another way. I just want to show you a bit how I can find out the channel sometimes.
Yes.
So I try this one, and then I will copy it here to check if it works. And that's what we get.
It will make sense.
Yeah.
I think that, yes.
Yeah. Well, it's not sure 100%, but it could be this kind of channel. So we have a new bull channel, which started here on 10 April.
Yes.
So it's already 1 month now. So that's where we go, where we are. We are between two channels. So it's difficult to say. There are two trends at the same time. So as I like to say, you have to choose one of them. So you ask me which one I choose, maybe, right?
Correct.
And okay, so I think that recently bull traders have been more profitable than bear traders. Let's say yes. So you can see why, because look at this leg here. Oh, this leg has been less profitable than this one. This leg down, less profitable than this one. So I would say this is bullish, and because bull traders have been more profitable, I think, since I would say since 20 March. Okay, so this is a very important factor, I think. Now, if you had to have a position now, would you prefer to be long or short? What would you prefer? If you have a position now, what would you prefer?
For my side,
Would you
I go for the long position.
Okay, so this is also bullish, it's very clear. So this is also bullish. So now, if you look at the 5 last days, or the last week, if you want, a bull position has been better as well. And you can also eventually check the MA20.
Yes.
We are still above. So this is bullish as well. And look at the attempt. Look at the number of attempts to reverse this bull channel. Okay. So let's say if the bull channel started here, there was an attempt here, one attempt, second attempt, third attempt, fourth attempt, maybe the fifth one. So we have, for sure, we already have 4 attempts.
But yes.
To reverse. Now, if you look at the big channel from this date here, okay, from this date here, from 10 April. If you look at the big bear channel, how many attempts there were to reverse from bearish to bullish? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4.
4, yes.
And before I told you we have 4 also for the other side. So this is equal. So this doesn't give any indication. Okay. So now, if you take a short-term position, the best position would be here. You see if you take a short-term position, the best position you could have is at the beginning of the leg is here. So this is bullish as well, you know. And now if you take all this candle from here to here, do you see more green or more red candles?
I see more green for sure.
Yes. Maybe if you take from here. From here to here, you see more green or more red if you take from here?
You take from here, so I think the green still more than the
yes,
candle.
I agree with you. So this is bullish as well, you know. Now, if you take the last 30 days or 1 month trading, in that situation you have more bear candles. Okay, so yes. So, and then look at the size of the 1 week candle. Look at the size.
Okay.
You see, it's growing. It's growing. So this is bullish as well. And look at the tails. Look at the tails. The tails here is not a good one for bull trader, and this one also. So this is more bearish. Okay, so you see, these last few minutes we have tried to check the trend. It's more bullish than bearish, in my opinion.
Yes.
They are more okay. So that's how I figure out my view. So right now, thanks to this analysis we did together, you know, no need to spend too much time. We can spend 5-10 minutes. You can get a view. Because the problem of our discussion from the very beginning, we have 2 channels. So which one you choose? You choose the long term or the short term one to trade. Right. Then you take few indicators, few ways to analyze the situation. No need to be too long, and then you choose a view, and then I decide to be long, to be bullish. Okay.
Me too. Yeah. Very
so now to come back to your question, you just want to go if the market can go up. Of course, now if I have a bullish view, I believe the market can go up, because I follow my view, you know.
Me too. Just follow the trend is friend. So for me, I also go for long in the Robusta market now. Okay, so let's move to the Arabica, because Arabica the price movement is quite quite different. Yes, the bullish, the bearish trend is still very clear, and it seems like the market is quite to push down lower, keep in the long time and until now, even yesterday, right? Yeah. So you think it will happen like since the gap between the Robusta and Arabica, and we will trade like the spread, like maybe we're gonna go for the long Arabica and short the Robusta for sometimes in this current trend. What do you think? Because
yes.
It keep lower than the Robusta.
Yes. Yes. So yes, so I think, but that's, I mean, the fundamentals in Arabica, I think, look like bearish, especially if you take the long term, right? Because everybody expect now a big crop in Brazil, and I think there is the view in the common view in the coffee industry is that we don't have shortage anymore in the coming years. And right now it's okay, it's kind of balanced. So that's the problem. This I think even the market can go can go up again,
Mm.
the fundamentals are telling a bearish story.
Mm.
So that's why we are there, in my opinion. Of course, the bearish story can take time to. How can I tell you that? The bearish story is in process anyway. It started here, you can see, right?
Yes. Mm.
It started from 25th March. So of course, you can see we are in a very what we call broad channel. You can see the size of the channel is huge, right? It's a huge channel. And who knows, maybe the channel will be a bit adjusted. It will become a bit like that in the future.
Okay.
Okay. But it seems for me that in long term, we are in a bearish trend because of the fundamentals, which are very clear.
Mm.
And macroeconomic doesn't help too much as well. And of course, we can have some bullish trend inside this big bearish channel. We can have some bullish trend because we are in what we call a broad channel. It's a big channel. So the market can go up. So there is an attempt now. You can see from this date, from 11 May, there is an attempt to reverse the market. Okay, it has not been very successful so far. But as long as this low, which is at 267, as long as it's not broken, so the bull have a chance to push the market up again. So of course it's a bearish market, but I'm very careful with the attempt to reverse the market, contrary to Robusta. You can see the attempt to reverse the market, not too big. But here, look at this one. There was an attempt here to reverse, right? There was a second attempt here, quite big. So let's see this one. Of course, if now the market doesn't go up too much. So what I'm trying to tell you basically is, it's possible that the market now will go up today or tomorrow, and then we will have a new channel like that. Maybe the market go down a bit,
Yes.
and we go up.
Okay.
It will go up again. So then we have a new channel, maybe. Okay, if the market goes a little bit down, or we have a new channel. So then now you have to check the size of the flag or the reversal. We have to check, because if I look at between this one, if I look at inside the bear channel, look at the size of this flag, or look at the size of this one. Of course, the second flag is bigger. Okay, also, so that means the attempt to reverse is becoming stronger. From here to here, there was a bigger attempt to reverse, but then the bearish traders, they took over the power again, because you can see between this low and this low, and between this low and this low is a bigger gap.
Yes, the gap. Oh.
So that means the bearish traders are getting stronger again. But again, my point is that the attempt to reverse might be very powerful. And this is an attempt.
So you think it's a potential flag? Not today, but maybe in the next week, it will happen, a flag in the bearish trend.
So there's an attempt. There's a clear attempt to do it, and it's possible that it will take place. Yes.
Yes, because speaking of the, okay, discuss a little bit about the fundamental, about the macro indicator. Like, recently have you noticed about the Brazilian and with the dollar strength? Yes, and
Yes.
yes. So I also noticed that, and then now the strength of Brazilian is stronger than the US dollar. So you think it's also effect to the demand of the Arabica, because we all know now in Brazil is harvesting, and the farmer want to export the Arabica. But now, if the price quote in a local currency like Brazilian, is more expensive than the USD, so you think it's also one of the reason why the FDI, the foreign buyer, they don't want to buy the Arabica at the moment, because they think it expensive, and that's why also one of the factor to push the market down, keep going down in the last 1 week or 2 weeks.
Yeah, I understand what you mean, and it's probably correct. Yes. But personally, I don't look at the dollar anymore like that. That's what I did before. But I think it's correct. I don't say it's wrong. It's totally correct. But I changed my angle. Now I look at the DXY to understand what is the worldwide situation. I noticed something during since the beginning of the Iran war. Every time the market became more optimistic, and we thought, okay, maybe we go to an end, or maybe the situation is getting better, the dollar weakened. And every time the situation became worse, like new strikes or something wrong going to the Strait of Hormuz, the dollar becomes stronger. And you can see yesterday and today is stronger. It's almost at 100. And so that means there is no solution apparently expected. There is less expectation about the solution for the Strait of Hormuz after the visit of Trump in China. That's my interpretation. And it seems that if the soybean was down yesterday for 30 cents, if I'm not wrong, it's because they don't expect China to buy more.
Correct.
So this meeting is not interpreted so much positively by the markets so far. And that's how I look at the dollar. I look at the dollar. If the dollar becomes strong, then I think the market take it as a bad news. But there's bad news in the market. And the dollar get weaker, there's good news. That's how I see I observe this dollar now, if you want. More than checking if there is an effect on the farmers. I know you're right. I know you're right, but I'm not taking too much this approach anymore.
Okay. And so far, I also agree with you. Like the Robusta is still a bullish trend in the short term, and for the Arabica is still following both in the long term and short term. It's a bearish trend. Okay, let's move to the soybean, because yesterday also a nightmare to all of the long position, because just on one day, it erased all of the increase in the last 4 days trading in the last 4 days. So I think the market now is super sensitive with the news, especially as you share. Like the market expect some new deal from the China with the US, but until the first day meeting end, no information news. That's why the market they decide to close some long position. Because right now we all know the managed fund, they hold the biggest net position of long position in the all-time high in the last 5 years. So now it's also quite very I think it's super risky for not only the soybean, also on the agriculture market now. So you think the candle yesterday is will make the market will sideways as the way the big candle 70% it happened in March, right? Yes, in March.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
Correct. So there's a pattern. This is what we call a pattern, right? The pattern is very clear here. You can see the market starting going sideways here. You can see here. Like at the beginning of the year, right, the market was sideways, there was a bullish trend, then a big collapse, sideways, big rally, and collapse again. So of course now I think it's very clear for me, but my opinion, that most of the biggest reason for this rally, this second leg in the rally, because you can see we have two legs, right? You have these legs, and the main reason maybe was expectation from this meeting with between Xi and Trump. I think maybe the market have expectation that it will be very good for the corns, for the soybean, wheat, whatever. So maybe the market expected that this meeting will be very good, and very quickly they reacted. Trump just spent 1 day over there, just single day. They even don't let him finish his trip. He's still in China right now. If they don't let him finish his trip, the market already sanctioned and punished this trip in China. So they are not happy. The market not happy with this trip in China. And then, as you said, most of the gain is lost. But okay, that's on the macroeconomic or fundamental side. But now, if you look at the pattern, there is something very similar, So like here, but it's smaller. It's smaller because this rally was bigger than this one. So it's smaller. So it's possible that something similar is happening now. We are going to stay in a trading range for a while,
Mm.
which is possible for the next day, next 2 weeks. I don't know. We might be in a trading
Mm.
range,
Mm.
and then after the market might rally again. I don't know based on what, because again, my interpretation, as I told you, this rally here, this one, not this one, huh?
Mm.
But this one, I'm pretty sure it's because there were expectation about this meeting in China. Could you have other reasons? But I think it's one of the big reasons here.
Yes.
And then he collapsed because we don't get the delivery.
Mm.
Trump didn't deliver what was expected by the market. So now the markets might be sideways to check what is happening.
Mm.
And then if there any good reason to go up, it will start again. But I have to say that the longer is the trading range,
Mm.
the more there is a risk that the market reverse completely.
Mm.
Because if you look at this one, Lily, if you look at this one,
Mm.
you see here the market was in a
Still
there was a big
yes.
bear trend, right?
Correct.
And you can consider there was a trading range from here,
Mm.
around here. Okay, you see,
Yes.
this is a risk.
Mm.
When there's wrong trading range, there's a risk that the market reverse completely.
Mm.
And like there was a risk here. There was a risk.
Actually, you think is a when have the market when the chart when have the double top. So you think
Yeah,
it
it is.
will go back to the sideways like from 1,160 or 70-ish. I think it's my 90%, 60%. The market will go sideways, but like bearish a little bit. But now, as I said to you, like if the China and US they don't have any new deal related to the agriculture, so the market will have a correction. Especially like I said to you, the Argentina and Brazil, they still have the new crop, and they harvesting and they ready to export to the market. Yeah, so I think it's a good time for the soybean market, and manage fund the restructure the fund position, their position now, because the soybean is it already increased like the 4 months in a row. So normally for the some cycle, I also track the some cycle of the soybean. They normally it didn't go increase for more than 150 candle. I mean the following the day framework, the daytime framework. Yes. So I still have think and hope that it will have a high chance for the soybean market have a correction, go back at least to the downside, the sideways in the March, in the April, at least. Yes. Okay. So for the
Yeah.
soybean, you think it will more like sideways, right? Yes.
I see, yes, there's the risk of sideways, but I still see it as bullish for the time being. I still see the market as bullish. But yes, I think there will be a confusion. There might be some confusion in the coming days or coming weeks. Now, if we get another big candle, if you get another big candle like that, or 2 or 3 big candles, I don't know, say 10 cents or 15 cents
Mm.
negative, then it will confirm that the bullish trend is almost over.
Yes. Also.
But if you only have one single candle like here, then I think it's not enough to consider that the trend has a switch from bullish to bearish. Yes, but I think there will be more and more doubt, because when remember when after this day here, okay, could be you can keep your bullish view, but step by step, when you say the market is going down sideways, then your bullish view is becoming weaker and becomes more complicated for you to trade. So that's the problem. The problem now will be the size of the trading range, if any trading range, what will be the size? Now, again, as I told you, if the market keep going down, it's clear. If the market rebound immediately with big candles and try to break this double top, as you said, which could even be a triple top somehow. If you take this one, or this one, could be a triple top. So if the market break this one, then the bullishness is still there in the market.
Correct. Okay. Okay. Totally understand. very clear. So thank you, Danielle, for sharing your opinion about the market, and we also discuss about the trend. And if anyone to know more about detail about trading day trading, daily trading, so you can join our group to follow some suggestion strategy every day. Okay, so have a nice day, Mr. Daniel, and see you in the next 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.